in an organization overcome this? I call those tiny actions, right? It's I think something that BJ Fogg came up with. It's got a book on tiny actions. And I think it's a fabulous thing that you can implement. And I implement that even in my personal life. You can't, as a human being, really do macro changes. It's practically impossible. Try and implement it on yourself and it doesn't work. So why implement it in an organization on others when it doesn't work for yourself? And tiny actions works. And just take that small thing. I mean, I still remember talking to one of the leaders and they were like, oh, the culture needs to be collaborative, So we were talking with HR and how do you build the collaborative structure? And then, the biggest question comes in. Oh, it's an IT team, but people have got to have individual performance KPIs. And I was like, and how is that going to be collaborative? Because having individual KPIs is going to make them fight against each other. And they were like, okay, that makes sense. So what are you proposing? I was like, I'm not proposing. You could do a small experiment and learn from it if that works. And you don't have to do it for the whole organization, right? So the tiny action is for this team, just make an exception that we're going to have like a team KPI and a team thing. That's the only thing you're going to do. You're not going to say, oh, the developer is going to fight against the tester and find as many defects, tester, come on. And that's not how it works, right? Because then you are going against the point of collaboration and you want to set that culture. So I think it's also about HR, working with HR, where HR was then stepping in to say, hey, if we want to build this kind of a culture, let's try and increase the supporting structures and eliminate those, what do you call them, limiting structures, because the more such structures you keep adding in the organization, the more you're going to go away from that. But that has got to come from the top. Again, that's where the leader sets the stage to set things in the environment, right? Just going back on that point. So yes, tiny actions in your space to do that.